Hi, I'm Rick Strickler and I'm your instructor to Marketing Management MKTG 5103. This is my second attempt at doing this. I'm not very good at webcamming or recording, so we will keep trying to do this until it works, and hopefully you'll benefit from it and go from there. This is the first time I've used this software and the first time I'm using the webcam and this actual computer that I bought just to teach online. So we'll have to see how it works. The purpose of this welcoming is to show you that I'm a real person. As you can see behind me, there's my office wall with diplomas up there. And if you want to visit, stop in anytime that I have office hours, which is on the syllabus, or just make an appointment if you are on campus. If not, that's fine. We can communicate 100% online through email. And that's actually how I'm trying to set up the course so it is 100% online. Okay. Again, this is my first time using webcam, using the software. So, and it's my second take because the first one got deleted by accident. So we'll try again. The welcoming webcam video is to just introduce you, in case you've never had an online class before, how this works. And so we'll start here with ECU's homepage, and you just go to the login and go to Blackboard, and then you'll find this class. For me, it is this one right here. Click on the class, and this is what should come up. This is the announcements screen, announcements page. That's the first thing that should come on. Here's the welcoming video. Actually, this is the old one because I'm recording the new one right now. So it's not on there yet. I'll change this one. I hopefully finish this correctly and connect it to YouTube so you can watch it easier and from any location that you have internet connection. Okay, so here's the announcement screen. Next is syllabus. If you click that, there's your link to your syllabus. And the project example template. You will be required to do a marketing plan. So this is something that you should take a look at and get an idea of exactly what a marketing plan is. Etiquette, if you've never had an online class, or even if you've had one, here's guidelines of what you should say or not say in the discussion boards and emails, how they should be addressed and all that type of thing, so that we're respectful of each other, knowing that someone is going to be reading this. It's a really good idea to write everything down in a Word document, and then if you're not sure about it, or if you want to wait a little bit and then come back and reread it or have somebody else read it to make sure that what you're saying is actually what's typed down, and then copy and paste it into the discussion board or an email, something like that. Just remember, if you're reading this and it was addressed to you, how would you feel about it? And if you're good with it, then it should be appropriate, hopefully. Hopefully we won't have any issues, and go from there. The calendar is set up for all the different events that are happening on campus, final exams for the week of the 9th, that type of thing. Lynchburg Library. Here's a video instruction on how to actually use the library. Excuse me one second. I didn't pause it because the last time I tried to pause it, it deleted the entire thing. So, and I was almost at the end. So this time I'll just have you watch me as though this was live video, and try not to have too many breaks in it. So YouTube video, this is from a librarian that made this for my classes specifically, and so please watch this, and then you might have an idea of exactly how the library works. And also you'll see Calantha and get to know what she looks like, what she sounds like, what she can offer. So if you need to use the library, need some help, Calantha would be the person of contact. So please take a few minutes and watch that. Okay, Cengage. We use MindTap in this class. So here's a MindTap registration quick start guide, MindTap browser, all the different things for MindTap. Okay, then we go to the PowerPoint slides. These are the PowerPoints for all the chapters that we'll be covering. The remote proctor, we will be using remote proctor for the 2 exams, the midterm and the final. We're only going to have the 2 exams, but I wanted to make it 100% online. And to do that, we need to use the remote proctor. So please watch the video so you can learn how to do that. The discussion board, each week you'll have an initial discussion, and then which will answer the question. So, for example, the first one says answer one of the 4 questions on page 12. Answer must be a minimum of 200 words. Again, I would strongly recommend you writing your answer on a Word document, and then once you've proofed it, edited it, made it exactly the way you want it, then copy and paste it as into the discussion board. That's due by noon each Saturday. Each one of these is due by noon each Saturday. Then by midnight on Saturday, by 11:59 on Saturday, you're to respond to at least one classmate, and the response must be a minimum of 100 words, and it must be something that's informative, that's a reflection of what we've just learned in the chapter. Just to say the person's name and that it was a great post, or that and put in compliments, although compliments are nice. We really are trying to get to expand on this. So if they had a specific topic they talked about, you could expand on it by mentioning how you viewed it, or if it's something that you experienced at work or in another class, or if you can relate it to a specific example, and then share that example on your response to that person's initial thread. Okay, how you do this would be the initial thread would be your initial entry to this, and then replying on someone's initial thread would be how you would respond. So let's get a little bit into that then. If we go to week 1, again, it's the same PowerPoints as in PowerPoint. This is just linked to that other one that we just looked at. These Cengage MindTap links, again, are also linked just like that other one was. The difference is this is all that's due for week 1. So instead of going back and clicking on the discussion board and clicking on Cengage and clicking on each one of them separately, you can just go to week 1 and have it done. Okay? And so then you can see everything that's due for week 1. There also will be a video lecture in here once I get those recorded. Again, like I said, this is my second take at my first try at doing this. So eventually we will hopefully be able to do that. Oops, we have another recording going on right now. Let me stop that. Okay. So let's do the first week. You have your Cengage assignment that's due. Your Cengage is also MindTap. So your Cengage/MindTap assignments are due. There's 2 of them on the Cengage. They're due by 11:59 on Saturday evening. There's a graded quiz and there's an exercise quiz. Okay, those are the 2 from Cengage. You have the discussion board that we just talked about. You have the textbook, and you have a syllabus quiz. Of course, the first week is the only week that you'll have a syllabus quiz, and it's just to see if you read the syllabus. So it's very simple. If you've read the syllabus, you can have the syllabus out in front of you to take the quiz. That's fine. Don't try it. You don't have to do it by memory. The whole point of this is to see that you've looked at the syllabus, you've read it, and you can answer, I think it's 5 questions. Okay, so it's an open book test on this syllabus quiz. No problem with that. To go to the discussion board then, to elaborate on what I had discussed earlier, when you click on week 1 or any of the weeks and then click on discussion board, you'll see a blank screen. Okay? You want to go here to create a thread, and then you'll see the same question that you saw when we clicked on discussion board. Answer one of the 4 questions on page 12, respond to a classmate, minimum of 100 words with your response, minimum of 200 words with your initial thread. So this right here is your initial thread. So it must be a minimum of 200 words. Both entries must contain substance, as I said before. And the initial entry, this new thread, is due by noon on Saturday, and the response to your classmate is due by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday. You can do it anytime between Sunday and Saturday, as long as it's before noon, and your response can also be the same. I have these 12-hour separation just in case people wait to the last minute, and then you want someone to respond to. You have this 12 hours that you should have enough people that have put in their initial thread that you can respond to at least one of them in at least 100 words. Okay, so this is creating your initial thread. So you would answer one of those questions on page 12 in this area right here. There we go. In this area right here, and then you would just click submit after you've done that. Okay, you can attach your Word document if you did it on Word first, but if you do that, that's fine, but I still want it in here, so then the person who's reading it doesn't have to click on the attachment to see your response, your answer to the question. So if you want to, that's fine, but the main point is you have to have it in this section here, and it has to be at least 200 words. Okay. So, and then you click submit, and it should be there. Now, at this point in time, if we were in class, I'd ask if there's any questions. But since we're not in class, I can't do that. So I will end this recording now, and I hope it actually records. And if it does, that's great. And I will be seeing you online starting in just a few weeks. And I hope you had a happy holiday. And if you have any questions, please email me. All the contact information is on the syllabus. Okay? Have a great day and a great semester.